Chat, YouTube. It's Deck Tech time. This time for Nathan Stoyer's blue-white splash black control list that he almost qualified for the Magic Online Championship Series with. He also won the challenge the other day in the hands of Arcbound Poppy. So we're finally going to give this list a try. We got 4 copies of Ephemerate to go with our Riddler and our Solitude. 1 copy of Spell Snare for cheap counter magic. 4 Tune the Narrative, 4 Wrath Disguise, you know them, you love them. A couple copies of Prismatic Ending since we have 3 colors. It's a pretty decent removal spell. 3 copies of Counterspell, a couple copies of Stock Up, and Teferi as our 3-drop card advantage pieces. And, obviously Teferi doesn't let your opponent play the game, which is pretty nice. Force of Negation is free counter magic, so you can just Stupor MDFC. Bunch of Subtleties, Solitudes as our free interaction elementals of choice, and then the 4 Riddlers that we want to Ephemerate. Mana base wise, pretty stock blue-white, nothing too crazy. A couple copies of Hallowed Fountain, some Mystic Gates, Meticulous Archive, a couple islands, bunch of fetches, 2 planes, and a Shadowy Backstreet and a Watery Grave. Sideboard wise, got 1 copy of Celestial Purge for exiling black or red permanent like Flash or Goblin Bombardment, 4 copies of Consign for Eldrazi, a couple copies of Force of Negation for the counter magic decks, or sorry, for the combo decks that we want to have counter magic against, 3 copies of Thoughtseize for hand disruption, Psychic Frog for the decks that we need to clock against, and then 2 Nihil Spellbombs for graveyard hate. Let's give it a shot. That's a keeper. Yeah, no, main deck pile of Consigns. I think E-Tron's like a lot less popular in the Mox qualifier though, compared to in a random league. To get a turn 1, Tune the Narrative. Actually, I didn't even look at the rest of the Mox qualifier. I want to look at that right now. Oh, it's too far back. GG. Modern Showcase qualifier. It was Neo Brand, Eldrazi-Tron. Oh, wow, there was a lot of Tron. Oh, maybe we should have played Hallowed Fountain here. So that way I could, Wrath on too. Yeah, Neo Brand, Eldrazi-Tron, Esper, Goryo's, Red-White, which I imagine is Energy, Eldrazi-Tron, and Esper Control. Wow, 3 out of the top 8, Eldrazi-Tron. I regret not fetching a Hallowed Fountain already. Hopefully I don't get turn 2 Kappa Cannoneered. That'd be a quick way to lose this game. Maybe we'll draw Counterspell off the top, then we won't have to worry about it. Hope we'll turn 1 Kappa. No turn 1 Kappa, please. Turn 1 Kappa isn't real, it can't hurt you. Oh, I could draw Mystic Gate, you're so right. There's hope after all. Top deck. Oh. The Piddler. Top deck. Solitude. Now, if we have 4 lands, we could Solitude the Kappa Cannoneer at least. Another copy of Wrath Disguise. Okay. Somehow I messed up the very first turn in this game. That's kind of impressive. I just didn't think I was going to need to Wrath Disguise on turn 2, but this is a matchup where you kind of have to. Maybe they don't have Kappa Cannoneer. Let's try to cope a little bit. There's no way they have Kappa Cannoneer here. Oh, shoot. Poppy sent us a sideboard guide. I'm in. Drawing cards. Okay, drawing cards can't hurt me. Urza Saga also can't hurt me. That can. That means Metallic Rebuke. Or Kappa Cannoneer? Oh, no, I guess it's not Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, they don't have Metallic Rebuke either. Unless they have Mox Opal into Metallic Rebuke. Oh, yeah, let me change the title. Blue-White Control. Scape Shift was pretty good, though. For being a Scape Shift deck, anyways. Well, now I think I'm just casting Wrath. I'm gonna bank an energy. The only thing we lost to was what, Hammer Time? One. Your turn. Wonder if I want to bounce the Thought Monitor with Teferi. Guess it depends on how many artifacts they redeploy this turn. Probably just play Teferi and plus it. Lazy, true. Caught. Yeah, pretty much undefeated because Hammer Time is a ban-worthy deck indeed. Frick Hammer Time. Killing me on turn 3. Timmy's queuing on MTGO? Oh no. I mean, I honestly, I kind of hope I run into Timmy right now because I have 4 copies of main deck Wrath Disguise. Bring it on, Timmy. Yeah, you don't want to queue into me. Wait, how do you know that? Bone Shards? Why are you playing Bone Shards, Timmy? Tibby Do, stop. Did I get the Metallic Rebuke? Alright, mission accomplished. Addicted to drinking bone-hurting juice. Yeah, I guess if you want to kill something, or kill Karn and Clarion Conquer, it makes sense. Maybe, I don't know, you have to kick Blood Chief's Thirst to kill both of those also, right? Bitter Triumph. Shieldred's Edict, but Shieldred's Edict isn't great at killing Clarion Conqueror. Assassin's Trophy. You're not playing green at the moment. I feel like green was pretty good in Lantern when we played it. Kind of getting smoked despite this Wrath Disguise. Oh, here comes the Kappa Cannoneer. Might be spending my entire... Well, can I make enough energy? I can only make 4 or 5 if I hit land drop. Yeah, I'd appreciate if the opponent played a tad faster, but, you know. They've also taken significantly more game actions than me. I think I'm going to lose this game. Despite this Wrath Disguise. Kappa Cannoneer 6. I can only Wrath for 5. I guess I could flash in Solitude, eat this, block this if they send everything. Hmm. Or I could Solitude this, pay the 4. I don't know if that gets me anywhere though. Pretty brutal. I think our out is Solitude one of these, try to block something, gain enough life to survive, and then Wrath for 5 if we can. If they don't swing with the Memnite, I think we're just dead though. I guess if they don't swing with the Memnite, then I have to like evoke Solitude on the Kappa Cannoneer. Oh no, I'm still dead, right? 6, 10, 12. I fetch, I gain 3. I'd be dead exactly. So I gotta do this instead. Yeah, settle the wreckage, please. I'm at 3. I'm gonna fetch down to 2. I have to deal with 2 Thought Monitors. 7. I think I have to draw 2 in the narrative. It's gonna be like 2 in the narrative into a land. I don't think that's gonna do it. I guess I could Wrath and then Riddler, then try to rip Ephemerate. But I think I also have to kill this too. So I got a Wrath for 3. I don't think I actually have outs here. Even Riddler Ephemerate wouldn't do it unless I drew Solitude off of it. Brutal. Alright, Affinity. Taking out 1 Spell Snare, 3 Teferi, and 2 Force of Negation. Bringing in the Frogs. And 2 copies of Consign. And then the sideboard doesn't quite match up here because there was no Celestial Purge, it was a 4th Frog. So let's bring in the Thoughtseize. How you doing, Enya? I'll just leave it to Fairy. Let's leave it to Fairy. I think it's probably better than the Thoughtseize. It was leg day. I got back day today. Back and bicep day. I did chest and tricep yesterday. Tonight's back and bicep day. And I got leg day on Thursday. Leg day's the worst. Yeah, I do push-pull legs. I ordered endgame sleeves, but international shipping is bad news. Package has been sitting in Chicago for like 5 days now. I also have not gotten my package from Endgame yet. Swole Dingo. We're trying to get back there. Back when I went to the gym a lot, I had a PB or a PR, I guess, of a 215, oh no, it was 220 bench, a 315 squat, and a 365 deadlift. Mulligan. Cannot keep that. I think we keep this, put back Ephemerate. Yeah, I won't sleeve up Canadian decks, but I'll get my sleeves from Canada. Yeah, I haven't gotten my endgame package either. International shipping's been really tough recently. With all the current state of events going on, I'll say. Yo, Oren, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I really want to play the Shadowy Backstreets on 1, but then I won't have Counterspell up on 2. I guess I have to fetch Marsh Flats for Surveil land. I saw that. It was heartbreaking to see that Haruria paused shipping to the United States. My Japanese cards, no. I guess I'll just have to go to Japan instead. Sounds mad awkward. I don't know how I feel about a Shadowy Backstreets being the land here. I kind of feel like maybe Undercity Sewers is better. 375 X2 per deadlift. Then you had a quad tear from sprinting. Yeah, not from deadlifting that much, but from sprinting. That's brutal. Yeah, those are my 1 rep maxes. I only hit 365 for deadlift. Can't keep having these Pinnacle Emissary plus infinite 0-drop openers. Yeah, we're gonna fetch Blue White Surveil. At least I'm not gonna get Kappa Cannoneered. So we'll have Counterspell up for Kappa Cannoneer. I'm just gonna get beaten down by 4 power. Nope. I mean, I don't think we can mulligan this hand, even if it's against Affinity. I don't think we go to 5. I've also never been able to do a pull-up. I really want to get to the point where I can actually do a pull-up. I don't know why, but I guess I'm like lacking some sort of upper body strength to do a pull-up somewhere. I could do assisted pull-ups. Cannot do a normal one, though. I never could, though. Never could. It's to lose weight. That's so hard. Do negatives. It's not a bad idea. Cap a cannon in your time. This clock discrepancy is kind of killing me. I'm not gonna lie. Bulbous back strength, not upper body, as most people think of it. I thought I had relatively good back strength, but maybe not. I don't know. My back's also kind of messed up from poor posture throughout the years. Too much gaming and looking down at a handheld device. Well, we'll keep on counterspelling, I guess. Time Walk is modern legal. Oh, that's rough, Sim. I'm sure I'll have like arthritis and tennis elbow one day. She. Thank you, Demora. I needed that blessing. Yeah, I'm really worried about like the back of my hand right here. I think is where I'm gonna get arthritis. Almost certainly. I always try to do a lot of stretches for my hands, but man, die young, no arthritis. Donks. Solitude, Wrath Disguise. Guess we're playing the Sing of the Stupor. Our opponent has half the time that we do. And normally that wouldn't be such a bad thing, but we're playing control. My pinky finger is super messed up right here. I don't know if you can see, there's a scar there because I sliced my pinky open with a katana. Oh, sorry, it wasn't a katana, it was a machete. So I had to get stitches. I had to get like 8 stitches there. Yeah, the katana sleeves. During the Great Ninja War. Something like that. Just Wrath again, and then play Frog. One, two, three. Frog on the empty board seems pretty decent. No, it's just be me being a moron and playing with knives. You know how it be. What's the point of living if I can't swing a giant sword around? Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way not to play with knives. Being an absolute buffoon with a chef's knife, making dinner when I was 19. At least you were doing something productive with a knife, like making dinner. Shivan Reef. Camera, no, come back. Oh, camera, why? I was trying to do those really fast vegetable cuts you see on MasterChef. That's valid. Do I subtlety this? Is there a reason to subtlety this? They're just gonna like top it and then do it again next turn. I think I'd rather subtlety a Kappa Cannon here. I guess I could Solitude it, but I kind of want this Ephemerate for Riddler. Oh, they only had one thing to cast anyways. I had literally turned off my fan for 5 minutes, and then my camera was like, nah, I'm peacing out. I do need a liquid coolant. How doing, Velk? Tap land, filter land combo. Need to find a Wrath Disguise. Blow on it like soup. It's not working. Bad mana bases, says the Titan player. Okay. Kettle ain't gonna get any darker, Velk. Sip it like soup. That didn't work either. Come on, man. Me to my opponent when they're down 13 minutes on clock. Times like this, I wish we had arena ropes. Kill that one. Think they're having lag issues? Maybe. I haven't had a lot of major lag issues recently. Ever since they got rid of replays, I feel like the lag has been so bad. My camera exploded. Hold on, we're booting him back up. Yeah, they got rid of replays, sadly. A blessing and a curse, if you will. I can't really do anything, so we'll pass. My camera just overheats from time to time. Passing the turn, a coward's move. I like how that comes up with the quote ass. I think we probably consign this. I don't know if that's correct. I probably should have consigned chapter 2. But our opponent's getting vortexed by the clock right now. It's about to be a 3-hour league for real. Wrath O' the Skies. So I cycle Riddler here. Just look for land drop, maybe. I agree. I think cycling the Riddler is probably the best thing we can do with it right now. Maybe I'll get 8 leagues in the 24-hour stream. I think we might have to do a 27-hour stream this year, chat. 27-hour Dingo B-Day stream? Might have to happen. I feel like they have Metallic Rebuke up here. It's gotta be 30 when I turn 30. 12-hour stream for the camera. I'll see if the camera even makes it 12 hours. Seems like a good draw. Mill Marathon. Pass. I have a dedicated fan that attaches to my camera, but I lost it, and I can't find it to save my life. But when I find it, camera won't die anymore. I took it with me when I went to travel somewhere when I was streaming from my laptop, and I don't know if I lost it when I traveled. Maybe they're with the anointed processions. Yeah. I was just thinking the same thing, Siebes. I was like, they're probably with the anointed processions, wherever those are. Dot monitor. I think I want to spend this ephemerate. See if they have Metallic Rebuke. If they want to Metallic Rebuke this, then I can Subtlety the Thought Monitor, untap Wrath Disguise. I'm gonna lose my stock up for it, but maybe that's fine. They're actually gonna time out, I fear. Getting rid of my stock up feels kind of bad, though. I was gonna get to cycle both these bubbles. Put the Thought Monitor on top. Didn't want to attack me. I don't know if the last card is another Metallic Rebuke. But they did cycle a bubble. See if the last card's another Metallic Rebuke. Oh, it's Force of Negation. Sure. It's a lot better for me that that's Force of Negation and not Metallic Rebuke. Boots. Attach. Ready for Ephemerate before Subtlety. So I want to see if I could Solitude this before deciding if I want to get the Thought Monitor out of there or not. I just take this damage. If I draw a white card, then I can evoke the Solitude. And then draw 2 off a Riddler. Let's go grab an island. Warp speed. Yeah, it's all pretty good. I think I ending the boots and then just Ephemerate the Riddler. Okay, your turn. Opponent has 33 seconds left. They have conceded with 33 seconds on their clock. This hand's really weird. Frankly, I don't think it really mattered what we did. I think we were pretty far ahead that game. This hand might be good against blue-black. Less good against that card. Oh lord, that's a lot of Riddler. Yeah, it was their only way of winning, but I mean, it was garbage time. You ended up drawing into the white card plus Solitude anyways. Probably correct to just kill it with Prismatic Ending or just Solitude Ephemerate. Watts. Alright, let's surveil. Top of Ephemerate, right? Mystic Gate. I don't think I want a Mystic Gate. Yeah, we had one Solitude in hand right before the blink, and then if we drew any white card, then we just have Solitude for it anyways. Going against Tron for the third in this Gold League. What is going on? There's a lot of Tron right now. Oh shit, I didn't cycle my tune the narrative. Embarrassing. This is fine. Yeah, Tron will do well at the Pro Tour again, I'm sure. Every single modern Pro Tour Tron has to do well. It's Tron's rite of passage. I think they have Force. And if so, can I be Force? Probably not. Okay, no Force. think we just jam Tev. Maybe cycling a Riddler for land number 4 is better. Is there any good approximate for dollar to ticks? You can usually sell tickets for around 85 to 90 cents per ticket, but the equivalent should be 1 ticket to $1. Doesn't always hold true though. If you have a Mana Trader subscription that's like completely maxed out, you can get up to 95 cents per ticket. No. I think that's like the only answer to the Teferi in their deck. No, my Riddler. I think I'm just gonna cycle my other one. It's against TOS. I don't think that's true. Take my stock up. My stock up. No. Well, I still feel like we're really far ahead this game. Got Frog on lock for sure between the Spell Snare and the Prismatic Ending. Warps a Riddler. I'm gonna wait for one more land before I cast my own Riddler, so I can go Riddler plus Spell Snare, Counterspell. If they cast their own Riddler, I'm gonna Solitude it. If not, I don't think I really do anything here. I'll just Surveil. Happy enough drawing Counterspell here, and then we just play the Drago game till we draw a couple more lands. And we can start playing spells and holding up permission. Another Riddler. I would like to warp this here Riddler. Do have 2 Riddlers in our exile. I think this is going to be another pretty long game. Cool, pretty much whatever on top. Maybe I shouldn't have surveilled there. Probably should have saved one of the surveil lands in my deck. Just missing Stoneforge Mystic. That's what I'm talking about. Did opponent get impatient? I got impatient for a Kaito. I guess I don't really have a good way of dealing with the Kaito. So it's probably worth my counterspell here. Could have a Spell Snare also. Buy the Flash and Solitude and start beating this thing down. There's 2 cards on top. Alright, we're going for the beatdowns on the Kaito. Wish I had a fourth color for this Prismatic Ending right about now. Alas, we do not. It's not bad. Alright, we say go. They might cast their own Riddler. If they cast their own Riddler, we could, like, Ephemerate, Solitude. If they go to kill our Riddler, we could Ephemerate it, draw another card. I'm to the Kaito. So Kaito has hexproof during their turn, so I can't Solitude the Kaito on their turn, so I had to just untap and attack it for 3. They surveilled and kept both on top, but they didn't get to draw a card off of it because they didn't deal me damage. It'd been a fatal push and they leave 1 on top. Curious to see what it is. Plays a Riddler. I think I'm gonna Ephemerate the Solitude. And then Ephemerate the Riddler on rebound. So I don't think they have a 1-mana answer to this. So let's take out the Riddler. No rebound and draw another card here. I do lose out on 1 point of damage, but I'm going to kill Kaito anyways. And I get to gain the 3 life from attacking with Solitude if I do it this way. Monster Cardo? Okay, that's not bad. I don't know if they have main deck sweepers. I don't think blue-black typically runs main deck sweepers, so I think I can commit more to the board and be okay. So let's commit the second Riddler. I guess we could also stock up. Try to hit Ephemerate. Incoming Damnation. If I get punished for this, I get punished for it, so be it. Watching standard VV mirrors taught me anything this past weekend, is that having multiple Riddlers on the table, pretty good. Giant Mercantitan. This matchup might be like a 0%er for Blue Black Frog. Seems really rough for them. Imagine if they didn't ban beans. Format would look very different, I think. Dress down. That's kind of messed up. Oh, they had the counterspell anyways. Could still be a VV format. How's draft prep going? Not amazing, if I'm being honest. I got some work to do in the draft department. It might have subtlety here. It's kind of okay if they have a subtlety. If the PT was today, what would you play him? Mono white Charbelcher energy. Yep. And the Nationals over here, the 2 decks in the finals was Dimir midrange and mono white tokens. They took out a lot of VV Cauldrons. Yeah, Dimir ended up winning the Laughing Dragon event as well. Alright, let's see what I'm supposed to board against blue black. Goodbye, camera. I loved you for the short time that I knew you. Dimir Frog out 2 tunes. 1 Wrath Disguise, 2 Force of Negation. And then we're going to bring in 2 Spell Bombs and 3 Thoughtseize. Simple enough. It's time for Bogles to make a comeback. We already know Tron's going to win the Pro Tour. You're playing a sealed RCQ on Sunday, and I opened Arena for the first time in 3 years to do a sealed EOE. Guess what's not available on Arena? Is it the Arena Direct? Oh yeah, I guess we do want Purge, that's right. The Sideboard guide I'm looking at doesn't have Purge. I guess I should probably just cut another tune in the narrative. There's no sealed on Arena right now. I think all the Arena Directs are sealed. I thought there was one this weekend, but maybe not. Maybe that was last weekend. I think Wrath is kind of okay. I can go down to 2 Rats, but 2 in the narrative seems bad in a Bowmaster. At least Wrath kills Frog and Bowmaster and Tameo and Clues. Serves you right, Timmy. Serves you right to get FOV'd him. There's both sealed and standard direct for direct this weekend. Oh, cool. No, it's not Nathan's guide. It's Arcbound Poppy's guide. Who won the challenge with Nathan's list. Takes my snot sneeze. I'm a little bit worried about Harbinger. I don't know if there's a ton I can actually do about Harbinger, though, so let's just go plain Spellbomb and just say go. Oh, previous weekend, okay. This past weekend. Makes a Riddler. Yeah, we're gonna be trapped here forever. Drew Counterspell, so I immediately got punished for playing the Plains again. But if they play a Frog, I do have the Prismatic Ending for it. I might want a Prismatic Ending for 3 if they play a Frog. Just to play around Spell Snare. Nothing matters. I'd love to get a blue-black source here, but there's not a blue-black source in the deck that's surveil-worthy. So, I could get the Watery Grave. Orcish Boboies. Ouch. I think it's really rough to play control into Tron, and there's a lot of Tron right now. Warps another Riddler. Mystic Gate. S. Yeah, the problem with Consign in the control shell is that if you don't have enough closing power, it doesn't matter how many Consigns you have, they'll just, have more threats than you have answers. A Ghost Quarter, on the other hand. Chee. I don't think I want to do anything here. Maybe I should Celestial Purge the Orcish Bowmasters. Let's do it. You know what? That's more than fine. I'm going to try to stock up. I might have another Counterspell. Teferi, Solitude, pending, stock up. I could take Solitude, Teferi. Maybe second stock up's better. If I tap out for the Riddler, then I get to go Solitude Ephemerate and have that be pretty good. So we can take out the Riddler with the draw trigger on the stacks, so that way they don't draw 2. They have actions in my draw step? No. Okay, let's stock up first. Okay, we did not bait counter magic. Take these 2. And we're going to try to Prismatic Ending the Frog. See if this baits counter magic. Might use Spell Snare on it. Nope. Yeah, stock up's great against Bowmaster. Bowmaster's not seeing a ton of play right now, but when you do run into Bowmaster, you're pretty thankful that it's stock up and not some sort of divination effect. They probably take Riddler here. They could also just take Ephemerate, maybe. They're probably not very happy looking at my hand right now. They took Ephemerate. We're gonna let this happen. Go down to 6. And if they want to play the Riddler, I'm going to Solitude the Riddler. If they're thinking about playing something else, then we'll go from there. I'm going to Solitude this with the trigger on the stack. In case they want to play another card. Here's where they whip out Hallowed Fountain Ephemerate. It's probably Consign a Memory. I think I gotta get this Riddler off the table. Although I really want to get this Bowmaster off the table also. I think doing it after the draw was correct so they couldn't draw too. Yeah, probably. I was thinking about Consign. I was unsure if they even bring in Consign in this matchup. I don't really want Tune. Let's take a look ski. What do you got? Got a dress down. Okay. Stern Scolding times 2 out of War, Polluted Delta. Their hand's not very good. Do I want to just cast a Riddler just as a 4/6 flyer? It seems kind of good on this board. No, Warp is a delayed trigger. It's very much like dashing or Ragavan when a dress down's out. But I think I just cast one. I just pass. I probably also want to pop his Spellbomb. So I'll get Mercantited. Mercantitan. Even if I got Mercantited, I still have a Subtlety in my hand. They're going to Otawara my Solitude. Okay. Yeah, you can think of it like dashing a Ragavan. You dash a Ragavan into a dress down, it's not going to work super well for you. I get to exile another one of their creatures. Let's come across for lethal. They're probably going to have to double block here. And we say go. Subtlety. Goodbye, Subtlety. So it's going to be a chump blocking. Oh. Oh, okay. I was saying it's going to be a chump blocking frog because I know they have Stern Scolding in hand, so they'd Stern Scolding the Solitude. But Teferi bouncing the frog should just get it done here. 1 hour, 2 matches down. Woo! We should get the speedrun timer out for this. Don't think I can keep this. Yeah, sure. Leave that on top also. The Revealed Devourer, it's all over. It was a good run, chat. Sadly, we have paired into Tron. think I gotta bin it and look for something more helpful here. Riddler. Game 2's okay. Yeah, game 1's wraps, though. I think I really dislike this list not having Undercity Sewers. There are a lot of times I'd rather fetch Undercity Sewers than Shadowy Backstreet. I don't get the fetch here because they have Cozy Command. Best card in the format, X5. Backstreets into Sewers, Graven to Godless. Maybe. I could see that. Karn. Tron's putting me to sleep right now, chat. Bedge time. Oh, wait. Let me get my overlay. Perfect. A perfect time for this picture. Another sea spell. No. I need to find like a Riddler or something to warp and scam. Is Tron the hero? If they didn't have Kozilek's command, I would say maybe they'd be considered the hero. But Kozilek's command is not a hero card. That card is made by supervillains. And is super secret evil headquarter. Riddler. Tune. Alright, let's save everybody some time and just scoop it up. Bring in the consigns. We take out the Teferis, the Spell Snare, the tunes. Teferi out. Spell Snare out. 3 tunes. And 4 Wrath of the Skies. And then we're bringing in the Frogs, the Thoughtseizes, the Force Negations. Probably bring in like 3 Force Negations instead of the full 4. Give us a Sephiroth picture. Hold on. We gotta find a good Sephiroth picture. Holy Sephiroth jump scare. Curious to hear you, if that match would have been in a Grand Prix RCQ, would you scoop as fast knowing that you had a winning chance, but it might cost the ability? I would scoop very quickly game 1. I think I would need all the time to win game 2 and 3. Yeah, we got the fireplace in the background. Mate! Thank you for the raid. I appreciate ya. Hope you had a fantastic stream. When's the camera not dead? No, I just decided to rock a new hairstyle today, that's all. Yes, sir. But they have natural Tron. Wait, stop. Wait, stop. The 24/7 fireplace finally decided to break out and claim its rightful vengeance on the house. I feel like I'm getting deja vu seeing this Kozilek's command X5, and then I force a negation it, and then I die. Uh-huh. And then they put a Devour underneath. Uh-huh. And then they cast a Thought here. Oh, just a Karn. Shit. Yeah, how long is the meat timer for Kozilek's command getting banned? It was like the November ban. Oh my god, they did have both. Great Hachi Machi Googly Moogly were so cooked. They had the same exact start both games. I'm out. Speed runs back, baby. Think they have turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Leyline Scion. Yeah, that's not before the Pro Tour. That's definitely after. It's like mid-November. Ouch. Took my Solitude. Mm-hmm. Tune the narrative, please. You know what? That's pretty good, too. Do I do it now? Plays around Stub. I guess I'm gonna play around Stub anyways. Plays around Lightning Bolt if I do it now. Been Portico and Temple Garden. Le Binding. Maybe I should have just done that main phase. Guarantee kill both of these. Another one. Another one. Another one. And another one. I need to draw two in the narrative, otherwise these fables are going to be a pretty big issue, I think. That's all really bad for me. Take 6. I got my Wrath Disguise number 3. Went at the 4-1 Escape Shift. It was pretty good. Didn't dislike it. So if I Wrath and I bank 2 energy, and next turn I can Wrath for 5. I guess it's probably not worth it. I need Wrath for 6. Now this is all sorts of bad. I'm And dash the rags here. I'm gonna kill the ley lines, that way they can't top deck Scion on me. Funny enough, their Temple Garden and their Lush Portico are both gone. They saw Vandata, that's fine. I just didn't want to die to Scion. Dying to Scion seems less than ideal. Cards, please. Not good cards. Maybe I should just cast this. I was hoping I would get something playable, and then we get to go second Riddler and draw a bunch of cards. Maybe I cycle second Riddler anyways. I think I messed this up. I think we're supposed to do this anyways. Okay. Don't hate that. I think we have another basic island in the deck, right? Yeah, we got 2 basic islands, so... Counterspell the Ragster. And we gotta dodge Flage for a little bit here. Teferi Bounce doesn't do a lot for me at this point. I think we just Riddler draw a card. I don't think this deck plays Tribal Flames anymore, so I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about Tribal Flames, but we do have that Force of Negation that we can pitch. Alright, we won. Vivan! Let's see what we got on here for Zoo. -1 Counterspell, -2 Force of Negations, +3 Consigns. I probably actually want the Celestial Purge also. Maybe we can cut. We didn't get it in time. Alex! Thank you for the tier 1 in 26 months. Appreciate the sub. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I should have brought in the Purge. Your spreadsheet doesn't have Purge on there, so... I keep forgetting it's in my sideboard. Do I want to surveil this? I should probably just leave a Consign for turn 1 Draco. Or turn 2 Draco. Yes, this is pretty tight. As long as you dodge Tron, of course. Everything's about dodging Tron, though. And they also have Consign. I'm happy enough to leave Counterspell on top. We're gonna get smacked by the Ragster. Such is life. True attune the narrative. My favorite part about scamming Riddler this way is that you get to keep the warp border on the card forever. And look at that border. That looks tight. That's right, opponent. I got an alternate art card on my side of the battlefield. And what do you got? Nothing. I'll play around Stub. They got Chump. Not Chump, but Bounce here. Taking 5 doesn't seem like it's in my best interest. They might have a Flage. But I can Subtlety the Flage, so they have to have Lightning Bolt. Let's grab. I want the Watery Grave. Get the Watery Grave. That is fine. Gotta stonk up. I guess we can cast this, and then if they stub it, then we have Wrath Disguise for 2 and at least clear these 2. Don't want Solitude Ephemerate. I think I want Solitude Ephemerate. I still think we probably Wrath here. Then we have the Solitude for the Flage, although I have Subtlety for the Flage. I'm gonna save the Wrath, actually. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. We're still just gonna Solitude Ephemerate. But we're gonna wait until beginning of combat here. Well, that was really bad for me. I get my Riddler off the top. I did not play around Mystical Dispute. One, two, 5, 6. It's almost really good. If this were an untap land, then I could kill Leyline Binding. It's even good. Like, I probably have to pitch Subtlety to stop this Flage, and I think I have to Wrath right now. I don't think I want this. Question is, am I spending Ephemerate on the pitch Subtlety? And I think the answer is probably not. Although having the blocker is kind of nice. Put Flage to the bottom. Dash the Ragster. Took a land from me. And a Fable. I guess we go to 1. Maybe I was supposed to Ephemerate the Subtlety. It's hard to know. I feel like if we top deck something like Riddler holding on the Ephemerate, it's much better. Or if we even, top deck a Solitude. This game went very poorly when they Mystical Disputed my Solitude. I think I want Counterspell and Celestial Purge on the play. Maybe I don't want stock up. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time of day for stock up in this matchup. Basic Plains Counterspell feels bad, man. I think we're gonna kill this ley line when they go to fetch, if they go to fetch. Didn't I just bin this Ephemerate and I drew another one? Really mad. Super ultra omega mad. Speaking of basic planes, they discarded basic planes. I know y'all can't see me right now, but I legit look like Sephiroth. Just so angsty right now. Well, I guess we're going for the pending. I would like to kill your Kavu. Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns. Alright, none of those. I guess that means they have Scion in there. Hasty Scion, nonetheless. Not so hasty Scion. Basic planes, go. Guess I'm spending an Ephemerate on this. The old Ephemerate Subtlety. I mean, that's never resolving. We could try, though. No! All I want for Christmas is good mana. Actually, I want a Solitude right now. I don't even want good mana, just give me a Solitude. No attacks, no blocks. I think Energy is probably the only deck that can Wrath the Scion effectively. Oh, if I Wrath for 4, you can pay 0 energy, then you're 8 away for the next one. Oh, why didn't you say that sooner? This is another case of, man, I really wish my Surveil land was blue-black and not black-white. Sure. Mr. Control Freak. Thank you for the raid. You must have seen Psychic Frog in my sideboard and you were like, holy schmoly, gotta raid this person. That's 2/3 blue-black. They have 1 mountain and they pass the turn. Yeah, we can go with that. Yeah. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Hope you had a wonderful stream. I did it. I am the champion. I have no idea what they're playing. Celestial Purge might be good against Mountain. What are we doing here? Psychic Frog's usually good against red decks too, right? Maybe I don't want these. Storm? Oh. Maybe? Alright, if it's Storm, I want all these. Yeah, I think you're right. It's probably Storm. Which means Subtlety's not going to be very good. Actually, is that better than Solitude? I can also just cut 2 and 2. Drop 2 Wrath Disguise for 2 Nihil Spellbombs. I don't know. I was thinking it was Prowess, maybe. I kind of want to do a fun little challenge, chat. I kind of want to play standard VV Cauldron in Modern and see how far we get. Should I do it, chat? Yeah, it's probably. I'm like thinking. I'm like, how far can I get with that? Probably not too bad, right? Should I fix the mana base? I don't know. The only thing I would fix would be the mana base. I think I would want to keep everything else intact. It is Storm. We're geniuses, chat. If I go at least 3-2, I gotta send the VOD to Watsy. Honestly, it'd be mad impressive. Stop it. What's my go-to pizza place? I have a place by me called Curry Up Pizza, and they're like an Indian plus Italian fusion restaurant, and it's so bomb. It's so good. That's the only pizza place I'll go to. All right. Yeah, they make like chicken tikka masala pizza. They make like goat curry pizza. It is a wild combo, but it's so good. Like for the sauce, they put the chicken tikka masala sauce, and then they'll put like chunks of chicken on it, cheese. It's just incredible. Yeah, Mangu would start throwing hands if he saw it. Desperate Ritual, Past in Flames, Pyretic Ritual, Manamorphose. Take the Manamorphose, I guess. A bomb pad Thai pizza. I love fusion restaurants. Artist Talent, Manamorphose, Bloodstained Mire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm in danger. Yeah, it's next to a banger grocery store called Tokyo Central that imports all of its food and snacks and stuff from straight from Japan. Crazy, crazy good store. BFG, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. I hope you surveilled Narc on this stream. Dingo, explain how you are an alpha. I'm not an alpha. I'm an omega. Omega dead. GG. Actually, I might not be dead here. Hobo coming with a mod? Gee. Another mill player. The only mill player that can be modded. Why did they do that in response? I'm confused. I think they did this wrong. They're supposed to wait for the spell bomb, then do it. That Rao's having a tough time loading. Sometimes I'll tune into Mangu's stream and like half of the opponent's board isn't even loaded into Magic Online. I'm like, what happened? Got any grapes? Wait, why didn't they level us up? I was dead. Italian internet. If they leveled us up to level 3, I would have died. Maybe they're going for the Past in Flames grape shot. I'm just gonna exile the Past in Flames. Alright, hold on. Amino time for Help Hobo real quick. Gotta get our Aminos in. Latire. Riddle me this, Batman. Huh. Not quite. I think I'm just gonna redraw off of this. She. Oh my. Oh my. I think Amino gave me the good luck here. It's kind of scary. Oh god. Probably gonna have to Solitude this route. So they can cast a Valakut Awakening in response, but this won't have enough loyalty to ultimate, which is all I care about. But if they find another route off this, like, this is kind of a throw. No, it's an instant. Alright, they failed the flip. Ritual Sunbaked Canyon. Pause jam. They get an artist talent. Oh, they drew Reckless Impulse. Oh, double passive flames. No. What the hell, man? I died off of them top decking one glimpse. Alright, now we sit back and they found the wish. GG. Consign is not very good in the matchup, but it's probably better than Wrath of the Skies. I don't know, Wrath of the Skies also cleans up artist talent though, so maybe Wrath's fine. Imagine not playing stock up. I will not be bringing in stock up in this matchup. I'm just gonna run it back. No, level's an activated ability. I'm gonna keep this hand. Turn 1 Spellbomb, turn 2 Frog. Probably fine. Or it's gonna discard all these extra lands and try to kill Mother Frog. And then after this chat, we're gonna play VV Cauldron Standard Edition in Modern. We're just gonna fix up the mana base, and then we're just gonna run it in Modern. I want to see if that deck is Modern power level. Okay, we'll have chat vote. We'll start a poll. Do you want me to fix the main deck? Fix VV Cauldron. Just lands main deck to change nothing. I'm gonna have chat vote. Through Shadowy Backstreet. I think I'm gonna discard him. I guess I don't have to do it right this second, but probably gonna discard these 2 lands at least. Yeah, whatever makes me miserable but doesn't make me want to give up after 2 games is optimal. Losing to Psionic Blast, infinite mental damage. Sure. Pretty sure I have to let this go. I don't think I actually want this. Why test? Just play Storm. Spittin'. This mana base makes me sad. This mana base makes me very happy. Smile. Actually, I think I want to save Force if they hit Past in Flames. I guess I don't really care about Past in Flames. I do have 2 Nihil Spellbombs. So their hands Ruby Medallion, Ritual. Cycle. Chat wants me just to fix the lands. Alright. Can do. More frog, more power. Subtlety. Ritual. Indubitably. Manamorphose. That's where I'm gonna have to stop you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you got a Ruby. Oh yeah, you got a Scoop Medallion. Okay, chat. Let me find the finest. 9-0.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.